Hi guys. Welcome to... sorry, you go.
Welcome to Everyone Wants to Be Us.
Episode 3.
We're excited today because we have a guest.
We've got our first guest, Miss Sophie Spratley of Rabbit. Hello, welcome onto the podcast.
It's exciting to have you here.
It's so exciting to have you.
We haven't introduced us. I'm
haven't.
Darcie.
I'm Robin. This is the first guest, bit chaotic.
Yeah, we're just excited. We're
Making
just
it work.
excited.
But yeah, we're excited to have Sophie on. We've known each other for a while. We went to uni together.
Yeah.
We did.
And now you're absolutely popping off.
Thank you.
She's big. She's huge.
You've
Oh,
got a small, sustainable, independent brand.
Let's get into it.
yeah. So Rabbit is a brand that's kind of about like whimsical. It's like whimsical, fairy tale-y feeling clothes.
Yeah.
That I make sort of the very high-end pieces of, dresses that you might want to wear like as a wedding dress, or or you want to wear it as a performer at a gig.
Yeah. All of the above.
All of the above to do your
She does
Sainsbury's
everything.
shop.
Anything you could want to wear, she's got it.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, do knitwear, domestic knit, like it's all domestic knitted, and
Yeah.
the print is still hand screen printed. I'm wearing my little knitted tank, little mini skirt.
You?
Yeah, I'm actually such a businesswoman.
You are.
You really are. Look at us all being adults.
Yeah, no, it's weird, isn't it? We were thinking like it's actually been so long since university now. Like we're
No.
proper adults.
I'm kind of in denial about it.
It's been nearly as long as we were there for.
Don't say that's no.
You know, the beginning of uni was like 7 years ago.
Yeah, it was 7 years ago. We've known each other for 7 years.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Isn't that mad?
I've been doing some like lecturing at unis and like
Oh, really?
yeah.
Amazing.
So
That's
like
cool.
I did one in Kingston, and I've done like one in Bournemouth, which is where I did foundation.
Cute.
And then I live in Bristol, so I've done a couple at UWE. And
Yeah.
when I was with these kids, I was like, I kind of feel like I'm their age, and I'm just like a
Yeah, just like,
student. Yeah, and I was like, oh, I'm like basically the same age as you.
yeah.
But, like now you guys
Yeah.
like making me realise.
That we're like.
No.
But I don't know, like I bumped into a couple of the guys who I was teaching at a gig. I was at this gig, and then I saw these guys who were actually, anyway, no, I'm not even gonna say it, but yeah, I was like, how do I know them? Do I know them from a party? And I like went over to them and I was like, how, like I really recognise you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, you were like teaching us.
Oh shit. Okay.
Awful.
Wow. No, but that's cool.
But you
though.
don't realise, like I'm.
Yeah.
No.
I feel like I'm like
Yeah.
12 still in my head. Like,
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm
Yeah.
like 26, like
But-
working in
Yeah,
the industry
literally.
for this long.
It's crazy.
Obviously, like a 40-year-old will look at us and be like, "Shut up!" Like, this is absolutely young. But like, it is mad when you think about.
Yeah. It's like a different life now.
Yeah.
Really, I
Yeah.
feel like I'm just in extended uni
Yeah.
because it's like I'm doing my own project.
True.
Because you just
Yeah.
carried it on like straight out of uni, didn't
No,
you?
Yeah, and I've
Yeah.
never really worked I've never worked for another brand apart from as an intern.
Yeah.
So it's like, it just feels like extended uni.
That's so impressive. Like you started like straight out of uni. Like, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna carry this on.
It's
Like,
incredible because I
It
feel like
was
that's...
because, oh my god, the first jumpsuit, the first thing I ever sold, Darcie modelled.
what was it?
That was such
It
a
was a
cute one.
jumpsuit.
It was, it was like the off-white, like
Yeah, it's sheared, like
over the chest,
wide
like
leg
really nice
jumpsuit.
print.
Yeah,
Obviously,
Cute.
really nice
front-
print.
yeah,
When did you sell it? Like when we were still in uni?
literally like a month or something
Yeah.
after we finished.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I
Yeah, it was
put stuff on Instagram, and then when I realised I could do it, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
You were
wow,
like,
guess
like
I'll
that.
just
No
do
way.
it.
Yeah.
People are buying it. Amazing.
Yeah, it's so lovely.
Did it kind of just happen like organically? Like you just kind of started making
Yeah.
it after uni? Like I'm just gonna carry
Well,
this on. Like
I always knew that it was something that I really wanted to do.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
like since I was not that young, since I was about 18,
yeah,
I had like a realization of like, I want to have my own brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, so like the whole way through uni, I was thinking about it and
Yeah.
like kind of planning. So when I got to the graduate collection, I knew this is the only time I'm going to have this amount of time to work on something.
Yeah.
And like and a little bit of like money from like, you got your student loan and like
Yeah.
you've saved up some money for fabrics.
Yeah.
And like whilst I was making that graduate collection, I was thinking about the costing. I was thinking about the like actual like reality of like if I wanted to produce this, I knew that I could produce everything myself.
Yeah.
And like then I wouldn't have to rely on the factory at first.
Because
I know that sounds a bit insane, but
No,
I
no,
wasn't thinking
yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
no, that's
All
so
this stuff.
impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then because your first collection was your graduate collection, wasn't it? You just
Yeah.
you just carried it on, and
so
then
the where it kind of started being more serious was that I was like, I want to be in the shop, and like obviously
Yeah.
the dream was the Overstreet Market. I think for a lot of
Yeah. Oh, amazing.
young designers.
Like when we
Yeah.
saw it was in there, we were like, like jaw on the floor, like look, she's made it.
yeah, like
It
that's
was
my
really-
friend.
It's really
Literally.
special. Like,
yeah.
I went to a party there, which was through meeting a musician online called Damsel, who's like very talented.
Yeah,
yeah.
And she was wanting to borrow dresses for shoots, and like I said to her, like she said to me, I'm going to a party at Dover Street and I want to borrow a dress, and I was like, sure. I was living in Marlow, which is like my small like town that I grew up in near
Yeah.
Reading. And I literally got on the train to be like, I'm going to take this dress to her for this party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she was like, oh, do you want to come with me? So I was like, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
why
100%.
not?
I'm there. My dress is on too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess we were both dressed up in my dresses.
Yeah,
And I was like, I'm literally in the sanctum now.
Yeah.
And I was so
This is my
nervous.
time to network.
Exactly. But yeah, I spoke to the right people, and they were
Amazing.
they asked me like, where's your dress from? We love it. And
Amazing.
so it was like that
That's
was
the-
when I was like, okay.
And then it just happened.
Then it just happened.
Yeah.
They like set up a
Aw.
meeting, and
That's
All
so
rolling.
exciting.
it was terrifying. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean
Yeah, I
everything.
bet.
I think life is.
Yeah,
yeah.
no, everything.
Oh yeah.
Life is
Yeah.
terrifying. Every day.
Yeah. The realization of being an adult is actually terrifying. Like.
Yeah.
It's okay though.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. I wasn't gonna. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm loving like Darcie sat in this chair in this look. Like,
So cute.
I feel really cute. I'm loving it.
I feel like you're like Mother Nature in the corner. Like,
Yeah. I really love this green top.
Hey, I'm in my green era at the minute. I
Yeah.
dyed my hair green, so I just wear green now.
I've had orange for so long. So
Oh,
I was trying to like let go of it. I've dyed most of my hair brown, but I was like,
No, I love
like
the
an
orange.
under bit of orange, like under the fringe, and like,
It's nice to have a
yeah,
little
it's
pop.
cute.
thank you. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. I think I would
I
feel,
feel like it suits you.
Thanks.
A little pop of something.
Yeah, you were bright orange as well, and I at some time, like I'm sure we
Yeah.
had
Oh,
bright
yeah.
orange moments together.
Yeah, I've had when I wore the jumpsuit, I had bright orange hair.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
God, you've had it all. You've had it all.
I've literally had every colour.
And you've dyed your hair as well.
Yeah, I did. I've done blonde a few times.
You've done
and
pink?
then I did. Well, I dyed it in final year in lockdown.
Red.
I dyed it red.
I
So I was like,
I
I've
went
never.
blue. It's a bad time for all.
Yeah, I was like, I really wanted to try dyeing it a colour. And I was like, the best time to do it isn't during lockdown, because like if it's awful, then I don't have to.
You don't have to
hardly
see
anyone will
anyone,
see
yeah.
it. And I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go for it. And then it kind of looked a bit like a red Sonic the Hedgehog-y at first, and then I like trimmed the hair, and it was a bit more like tame, and it kind of looked cool. I don't know. I don't think I'll be doing it again anytime soon. And then it went a bit pink afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah.
And when lockdown like eased and we were going back into uni, it was
Yeah.
like pinkish.
Mm.
It stays for a while, the red. And then I've done green when I was like a snake at Halloween. Do you remember in like first year?
Oh yeah.
It was like I was like this green snake.
Yeah.
Was it like? I think
At like Alice and Connie's
Mate.
house.
Yeah.
I think that was the drunkest I've ever been.
Yeah.
So I don't
was-
really remember.
Oh
it.
yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
But I was also.
That was-
we don't need to talk about that.
I think Sydney looked after me.
Miss Sid Grows. She's doing
Yeah.
amazing.
I know.
Yeah.
Look at her.
Oh. So what
Yeah.
have you been up to recently then? You've been working with loads of musicians
All
recently.
sorts.
You were
Yeah.
in Vogue last week.
I
Yeah.
know. Oh, so sweet. Yeah, no, it was really nice. Been up to a lot. So much. I mean, lots of time has passed since uni, but
Yeah.
I've been doing like, my collections, like been managing just about to keep up with the schedule of like,
Yeah.
Mm.
autumn, winter, spring, summer. And
Yeah.
it's just
Like,
been
how many collections have you done now?
5.
Crazy.
I know.
That is
it's a lot.
crazy.
But
Yeah.
that includes the graduate one.
That's
Yeah.
still
It's
crazy.
still a lot. I've been doing stuff with musicians.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
You were working with Last Dinner Party quite a lot, and now
Yeah.
they're absolutely popping off.
I know. Abby actually before, so that's the lead singer.
Yeah.
Abby.
Yeah.
Before she like had done her first gig ever, like I made friends with her through Instagram, and then
Aw.
she came and modeled for me in my it was my it was my second collection I ever did.
Oh, nice.
It was the spring summer 23.
Yeah.
Which was called like The Adventure.
Yeah.
And yeah, Abby was modelling in that and became a friend. And
Nice.
then obviously we stayed in touch, and like I lent her a lot of dresses when they were first doing their first gigs, and like their first headline show, which was at Oslo and Hackney. The whole band wore rabbit, and like that's a picture that's like being used a lot. Like it's lovely. It's like it's been in Rolling Stone. It's been in Sunday Times. It's like the one where they're all wearing like little red rabbit dresses.
That's so cool. It must be so exciting when you see it like in a magazine like that, and it's like
definitely
a band that you love so much.
I'm so proud of them. It's very, they've done so well, and they really deserve it.
Didn't you make a band at your last show as well?
Yeah,
I saw that. I was like, wow, she's in all the industry.
I've got a lot of friends in the music industry. Like I live in Bristol, and a lot of my mates are in bands. Almost all of them. So with my shows, I don't know if people probably don't know, but instead of doing catwalks, the first ever show that I did, it was a gig. So the musicians wore my garments and just played, and it was like more fun and like chilled than I guess like a traditional sit down catwalk. We all had absinthe on arrival.
And you gave people like a little walnut as their like drink soup. And I just love like when you come to one of your shows, like you really bring everyone into like your little world. It's not like you just go in and sit in there and then leave, and it's like this is like
even like the little like red ties around your wrist as well. I was like, that's really cute.
I was doing the ribbons up until very recently, because like when you've got like 200 people and I'm trying you're trying to get like everyone. A ribbon
and
tied on everyone's wrist. It's starting to become like the like what's it called, the security are being like, no. You're not allowed.
You need a full team. If you want to do that, you need a full team of people doing it.
It's really hard. I don't want to let go of it, but.
And you're like producing these shows all on your own, aren't you?
Yeah. I really enjoy it. I didn't even realize that it was like I've like fallen into this other industry that I just didn't mean to. Like as a promoter, I've even put together a band through. Basically, my friend Agatha, she is such a talented singer, and she sort of said she retired from singing, like wasn't performing live anymore, and she didn't have a band anymore. And I was like, I'll get you a band.
You were like, don't worry, babe, I've got this.
That's fine. And I just like picked from different bands in Bristol that I'm mates with, like which performers I liked, who I thought would sit well with the rabbit vibe, like I would prioritize like women and non-binary like artists. So like you and the drummer's non-binary, Kat the bassist is non-binary. And then there's another Ewan who's actually a cis man, but he snuck in. He snuck in because I know he snuck in because he like the recording studio they were practicing at. He works there. So he was they were like, oh, we really like Evo's non-binary is also like saxophonist in the band, and like Eva was like, oh, I really want to play sax on this track. Like, can you just play guitar? You and like text me like, is it okay? And I'm like, it's fine. I will accept
one time.
But it's nice to try and uplift like women.
Yeah, definitely.
And you're also like playing Simon Cowell now, like.
I know.
Fingers in many pies. Creatives have to have many hustles.
Exactly. It's just so fun. You can, once you've got like some contacts, whether they're in PR or whether you're like skilled in like, social media, you can apply them to so much.
Who's an artist that like you would love to like wear your stuff? Like who's somebody that you're like, if they came into my rabbit world, like
Florence and the Machine.
Putting it out into the universe.
I'm sorry, but I've been speaking to a stylist since I was at uni. So like it's not like they're aware of rabbit. I'm just
it's on the radar.
Come on, Florence. Please.
You want this.
I need you to wear a dress.
That should have gone without saying, of course. Like,
we're putting it out there.
We're manifesting on the Everybody Wants to Be Us podcast.
So sweet. But you know what? I'm just equally as happy to dress like small underground musicians. It's just lovely to be part of people's like early journey and then be remembered and not like I was speaking to someone else about this, like I will never want to like forget the root of like what I do, and like I only work with like massive bands, and only put on massive exclusive nights. Like,
Yeah.
I want to keep doing like small nights that put like a spotlight on bands that are really amazing and maybe people don't know about yet.
It's so nice, like making a platform to do that.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, it's really fun. I'm going to be doing more nights. I'm hoping to do like a night every single month, like one every month.
Oh, amazing.
But like not in the same city.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing like them in Brighton, Bristol and London.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
nice.
I kind of decided quite last minute to do it because I've been waiting for the go ahead from Story MFG.
Yeah.
Do you know Story? They're amazing. So like a brands that I've looked up to a lot because of like they're so sustainable and also just make really lovely things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cute.
I've just done a collab with them. Yeah, so
Maybe.
it's out now.
Yeah.
God, I'm sorry. I'm
Sorry,
finding pre-recording a little confusing.
Yeah. No.
When you watch it, it'll be out.
It's out
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
3 pieces. It's like a rabbit that's like looks quite like crazy, and he's eating this huge beetroot that's like just says Story
Gorgeous.
MFG X rabbit. It's
Aw.
like that, and
Yeah.
that's printed on a big T.
Yeah.
And then there's like a beautiful bag which I've been carrying and wearing since I had the sample, like literally
Perfect.
months and months. And it's got the little like beetroot hearts, which
Nice.
was like a like symbol kind of folklore thing that I had from my first graduate collection. It's actually on that scarf that you're wearing. Do you see? Yeah, these like heart shapes.
Oh, cute. Yeah.
They're meant to be beetroots, and they've
love
got
it.
their little sprouts growing out of them.
Cute.
Beetroot heart.
Yeah. And they're now like radishes for Story. So they've got like
Cute.
little white
Cute.
bottoms, and yeah, they're very cute. The bag, and then there's a little hat as
Yeah,
well
yeah.
that
Yeah.
matches. Very lucky to I feel lucky to have done it, but also like deserving.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
It's the
yeah.
it's a good collab to
Yeah,
happen.
definitely.
Yeah. You putting in the
Makes
grind.
sense. What we do need to talk about though is the prints, because that is the core of everything.
Oh,
Like,
that's so
yeah,
true.
it is. Like
It's
day
nice
one,
that
you've
you
been
realise.
drawing. Like everything
Yeah.
I always knew is like Sophie's always drawing.
Yeah, I love drawing. Like the illustrations is like definitely it's what I start with. Like I'll do a little bit of a vague brainstorm of what I'm feeling inspired by, what I'm feeling and what I want to say,
Yeah.
and then I'll go to a gallery and I'll go and draw stuff. Or I'll go to a botanical garden and I'll draw stuff. The thistles which are on your scarf. This is an elderly looking scarf now. But they're like from this book called Flora Symbolica, which is like about the meanings of flowers.
Oh,
So
cute.
it's like
Aw.
their meanings like bravery and strength. There's like a little poem that's like the thistle shall bloom on the bed of the brave, and
Yeah.
that inspired that print, which like I keep using it.
I was gonna say thistles are
I'm
like your
trying-
thing. I feel
yeah,
like
I've
I've
been
seen
doing that
everything
since the
that you
beginning.
do.
But I can show you this spring. I'm wearing this is like spring summer 24. This is autumn winter 24.
Cute.
And my little scrunchie's got loads of print from spring summer in. I broke my hand, so just excuse.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh yeah, bless you.
Yeah, so on this print design, there's some pansies that are like growing out of the beetroot hearts, the little plant hearts, and they're kind of there's a white pansy and then one that's slightly purple and then one that's gone completely purple.
Yeah.
And that spring summer collection was also inspired by Midsummer Night's Dream.
Oh, cute.
And like it was like I can't remember. It was like before Milk White, now bruised purple by love's wound, something like that.
Yeah.
It was a quote from Midsummer Night's Dream about the pansy flower.
Yeah.
Oh, maidens call it love and idleness as well. That's like that love and idleness. Sorry, I'm remembering the quote.
Yeah.
Yeah, love and idleness is like the folklore name for pansies.
Right.
And it was basically Puck, who's like a
Yeah.
little sprite fairy, naughty fairy. He uses these pansies that have been hit by a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
And so the pansy's hit by a bow and arrow, and it goes from white to turns purple. And then when it's purple, it's full of this like magical love potion.
Oh.
Yeah, that was long-winded. Do you
potion.
understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. It
And
was
these are the
cute.
pansies as well.
Oh, cute. Speaking of dreams, I swear in like final year when you were like doing research for your collection, you'd like come in and be like, this is based off like a dream that I had. Like
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so me.
you'd be like showing Wendy these drawings and you'd be like, I had a dream last night and then I woke up and I drew these or something. Am I making this up or
That sounds like my
No,
kind
that
of
sounds-
thing.
Okay.
But I
Yeah.
feel like I was so like
yeah.
in it. I haven't been drawing as much from like literal dreams I've had.
Yeah.
But like the name of my first collection was In Your Dreams.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I guess like I think it's about like kind of a little bit like manifesting things that I want. So
Oh.
the last collection was like I live in a castle with my rock star boyfriend was the name.
Yeah.
I love
And
that.
I was like just like drawing these castles of like where I'd want to live and like
Cute. I love it.
just
Where,
like
what was the inspo for that?
well I
cast-
just wanting to find that.
Yeah.
Like-
Oh, okay. yeah. Oh, right. Manifesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
I know that's
This is the lifestyle that I want to achieve.
yeah, exactly.
Do you know what the next? I'm sure you don't want to reveal it yet, but have you decided what the next one's going to be called?
Actually like whilst I'm in London I'm going to be going to galleries and I
Okay.
feel a bit like a sponge that's being completely squeezed dry.
Right.
I need to
Need some
go and
soak in.
absorb.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
You've been dried out. You need
I've
some
had
fresh
a lot of
water in you.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
really busy, like as well as doing all of the design work and all the beautiful things. I'm
Yeah.
I'm a kind of one woman team.
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
moment, so it's like we're doing
Business,
all the
e-com,
production.
yeah.
Yeah.
All that
It's a
jazz.
lot.
Have you always been like? Is drawing the main creative thing you did like as a child? Like what? How did your creativity like manifest when you're like a little kid?
Oh, I think I used to do drawing a lot.
Yeah.
My twin Bella like actually used to draw like more than me. She's actually a sick drawer. Like
Yeah.
if you ever, she's actually recently I broke my wrist and she's actually been drawing for me.
Oh really?
Because I had
amazing.
I had a really important meeting where I was like I have to draw.
Yeah.
So I did draw even though it really hurt.
Well, like with your cast
With
on,
my-
like
yeah. Well, actually, I had like I was out of my cast, but I've got this like metal splint,
okay.
and so like I just took off the splint, and I was like, I'm just gonna fucking draw, because I was like, I don't have a choice, and it was
Yeah.
worth it. And obviously, I'm not gonna tell people that this is happening. Like,
Yeah.
like we can tell people on the podcast. But
Yeah.
like, I think
Now that we've got past it, now we've done it.
now I'm
Yeah, yeah.
better because I
Yeah.
can draw now, but it's like it was really painful.
oh,
Oh
shit.
God. Oh, the things
Yeah.
we do for fashion.
I know what do
I
you
know,
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm
Glamorous.
Yeah.
gotta persevere. Nothing will make me give up at this point, I think.
What is it that like keeps driving you forward with it? Because like obviously being your own company, like straight out of uni, like it comes with its like hardships. Like what keeps you going?
I guess it's because it was like it's my dream. Like,
Yeah.
It's like what I want. It's like also the community of it. I feel like I have a responsibility now
Oh.
to like the people who've supported me, and
Yeah.
also like the people who like come to shows, and I want to keep them like I want to keep making them proud. And
Yeah.
like
I think it can evolve in so many ways. Like I think we all see like fashion brands as like this one like narrow-minded thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like you're already doing so many different things from it. Like you can kind of do whatever you want. You can set the blueprint for like what you want it to be.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily have to be so like we do fashion. This is how
Yeah.
how
I'm
it's
gonna
done.
do this brand. It's gonna show twice a year. It's gonna do this,
Yeah.
gonna do that. Like it's nice
Yeah.
to see. Yeah, you like I said, like making your own blueprint of
Yeah.
like what a brand could be.
Definitely.
And also
Yeah,
like
really
really nice to
enjoyed
see like as your friend like your elevation through your
100%.
collections and like how it like
Thank you.
changes. And I lost my train of thought there, but
No,
you know.
no, you
No,
mean,
that
that's
was
so
really
kind.
Seeing how it develops from knowing you in uni to like now.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to do a few more wearable pieces.
Yeah, because
Like,
it's still very much
yeah.
like the
It's-
DNA of like who you are, but
Thank-
you can see like how it's
Yeah.
how it's changed and become like
Yeah.
a proper brand.
Because I always did like really, really short knitwear, which I love, but like this piece like is so much more like easy to wear, like
Yeah,
having like a longer shape, and like also like I still get to do all the things I love, like the Fair Island
Yeah.
Yeah.
patterns.
I was thinking about like when we kind of like bonded as friends. I was like, when was that? Like, I was trying to like think back when I was like thinking about you coming on, and I was like, I think it was in like the knit rooms, like when we'd like be there on like the knit machines, and we'd be like talking about like
Boys.
nights out, and, yeah, dates and things. And I was like, I
I just
think that's
remember
probably
us
when we like.
on like the Wagamama tables, like in the hallway, and like we were just like it was like one of the first days in uni, and we were just like gossiping about absolutely.
Oh my god, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that. I feel like my memories as well have just been of like your parties. Like the final party that like broke us all and then went out into the real world.
Yeah,
Don't know if we can say that.
Yeah, no, let's talk
Yeah,
about it
that was-
because.
I don't know if I want to
was
ruminate too
major.
much, but you know, we had a lot of fun.
And then yeah, we had like one final party.
yeah.
which I-
It'd been
so I-
like lockdown, and we literally couldn't do anything, and then that party was like the.
Were you wearing like a
pinnacle.
red? What were you wearing? Everyone was. And maybe we don't need to say what people were wearing. It was crazy.
I was not wearing much.
We can talk about it though.
We
Like
can
maybe
talk
not
about it,
specifics, but yeah, the theme was OnlyFans.
Yeah. Yeah.
So So everyone had to come in like their sexiest like
Yeah.
outfit, like, but whatever they felt sexiest in, like.
Yeah.
I lived in this like old. It used to be a rehab centre.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
I forgot about that.
It was a rehab centre that was above a nursery.
Yeah.
And then was connected to this hostel around the back.
Yeah.
It was the weirdest setup
It was the
ever. But it was
strangest
such a
place.
good party space. But it was perfect for like working from home during lockdown.
So many people were throwing up. That's what I remember as well.
It was so hot because you couldn't open any windows. 'cause
No,
it
and it was summer. And
Yeah.
like that because that wall was
Yeah.
glass and none of the windows open because it was a rehab centre. So
Oh my god.
it wasn't a rehab centre when I lived there, by the way.
just to clarify. I'm fine.
But yeah, anyway, back to the brand.
Yeah. What would you guys wear if you could wear stuff from Rabbit? Like, what would be your favourite pieces?
For me, that red dress that had like the cutout that came down.
Yeah, it's a good one.
That is incredible.
And white muslin. That was
Also
yeah.
the little like bloomer shorts.
Yes, like the
I
kind of knickers.
Yeah.
They're good.
So cute. I'm
So
like,
sweet.
let me like little bloomer
Someone-
shorts
yeah.
with the t-shirt.
Yeah.
I would
So
wear that
sweet.
just day to day.
That red dress, I just sold one of those like the other week for
That's
someone's
gorgeous.
graduation.
Oh, that's so
So
nice.
good. Like,
I
cute.
have one of your pink like rabbit shirts that you selling
wear
on like
it all the
Etsy or
time.
something.
Oh my gosh. Yes, that was like the first t-shirt I ever did.
Yeah, I bought the pink one and I love it. I wear it all the time, but I did spill a mint tea on it last time I wore it.
Oh,
But it kind of like with the print, you can't really tell.
you should get it out
too
with a bit
much.
of vanish, surely.
But I wear it all the time. I
That's-
love it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's so sweet. I've been so since the days of that first ever t-shirt.
Yeah.
I then went on to do like printing onto like vintage tees. Oh, it started off with like Wolf and Gypsy, which is a store in Brighton.
Yeah.
They wanted
I saw
to.
it.
Yeah.
I saw it when I was in Brighton.
They
I
commissioned.
literally sent you a little photo.
So sweet. But yeah, they commissioned me to like do a print specifically for them
Oh,
to
sick.
print on their vintage tops.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was like a special, like really limited collection for them. And then after that, I was like, I should do this too.
Yeah, that's a
And
great
I
idea.
did ask them. I was like, do you mind? And yeah, so I got my own vintage tees and then made a few different designs. It was like the running rabbits, and then it was like Kiss Me.
Yeah,
and then
I love the Kiss
with
Me.
The Kiss Me
Yeah.
is like majorly popular.
Yeah,
I
I
did
love
not
it.
expect that. When I was designing it, I was like, is anyone gonna have the balls to wear this?
It's
like,
so cute.
No, it's my favourite.
And it's
now I'm
also
like-
like cute for like everybody. I feel like even like really straight boys like they would love wearing
They
that.
do.
Yeah.
They
Like,
actually do.
Yeah.
Like, and I think it's like, especially in like society right now, I
Yeah.
feel like it's really hard to like, we're all like on the dating apps or like
Yeah.
whatever, and you're like,
Trying our hardest.
yeah, and it's actually quite a cute. Like, I bet it's a great conversation starter. I'm gonna be wearing one tomorrow night, definitely.
Yeah.
But like, I normally wear just like the running rabbits, and like I've
Yeah.
only just allowed myself to have one of the Kiss Me's because I've got like a new one that's like
Yeah.
red, and then
Yeah.
it's a red tee with like white Kiss Me and then the white lamb.
Nice.
And like, yeah, I really like that new design. I'm gonna finally put them on my website because
Yeah.
for a long
You
time
need to.
it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
been through DM. So like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, buying them at the shows.
Nice.
Like people come to shows and they get a t-shirt or whatever,
That's cute.
and then yeah, through DM. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it easier. So
Nice.
you don't have to
More
text
accessible.
me.
Yeah,
Text me and then like.
Wait, they should text you. You're so nice.
No,
Like,
it's
you're
nice.
super friendly.
That's very sweet.
Yeah, I love when I
know
was like-
that thing on my website.
Yeah, on your website, it's like message me, I'm friendly.
Friendly. It's nice. I really like. I love it, especially when I get feedback as well from like people who've got pieces that they love and like
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like that's how you've built a community that feels
Yeah.
like tight because you're
Yeah.
actually someone that they can. It's like you can talk to the designer and the designer's going to talk back to you. They're actually really
Yeah.
sweet and like
Yeah.
Things are busy
they are
though.
the brand.
I might be like, it used to be like I will reply immediately.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, give me a couple of days.
Yeah.
But I will
Yeah,
be
leave
getting
me be.
back to you for
Honestly,
sure.
like yeah. I mean,
promise I
I have
Yeah.
that like literally with like friends and family. How like
Yeah.
I'll get you when I get you.
I think it's like a growing up thing. I swear I
Yeah.
used to be so fast at replying stuff.
Yeah.
And now I'm just like,
Yeah, I'm trying to get better at it because I got really bad. But,
really?
yeah. But also, it doesn't help with dating when you're like not going to reply.
We live and we learn.
Yeah.
I met one of the band that I'm meeting up with tomorrow. Some of my friends are supporting their
Yeah.
band. So like, I don't know, I might do some rabbit like
Nice.
promotion thing
Nice.
with them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really bad. I'm like, maybe I could just
See how it goes.
we'll
Yeah,
see.
yeah,
I'll
why not?
feedback.
Yeah, why not? Literally, why not?
You know, we got to do what we got to
You gotta
do
do what you gotta do. Yeah.
in this life.
Now that you're like working in the industry, you're
Yeah.
like doing different bits, doing music. We were talking earlier about those like glamorous moments where like you realize it's not all it's made up to be.
Yeah.
But then also the moments where you're like, actually, this is incredible. Like, what's a moment where you're like, God, this is
not glamorous.
crazy.
I
And then
think-
what's a moment where you're like, wow, I
Okay.
love this. I love my life.
The like really unglamorous thing is like carrying all of the whole collection
Yeah.
across. Because I live in Bristol and like
Yeah.
I do my shows in like London.
Yeah.
I'm starting to do them in Bristol as well now, and gonna start them in Brighton. But like carrying, like physically carrying, like huge suitcases.
Yeah.
One time I think I had to get the train at like 6. I'm not an early riser, so it was
Yeah.
like I don't know 6 in the morning. And
I'm-
it's
I'm-
like
yeah,
no, I'm
no.
not working.
No.
No.
I like
That,
to get to a shoot.
yeah.
And then and then I did the shoot all day, and then in the evening it's the catwalk.
Wow.
Do you know
and
what
you've
I
got to be
mean?
so on. Everyone's there. You want to like mingle. You want to
Yeah.
network.
But
and-
yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta be your best
You got to
version
present
of you.
this stuff.
Yeah.
I'd be like, no,
That's
I'd
so
have
chaotic.
tapped out of my socializing abilities
never-
by then. I'd be like, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it again. And now I do the shoot
Never
and the
again.
catwalk on different days.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, that is too
It's
much.
definitely.
Killer.
That's one of
Yeah.
that's one of my most unglamorous moments. Like when we won't name it. My former employer, when we had the show in Paris, and I was like, I had to go from Paris to Milan, back to Paris in like a few hours after like not sleeping for like 3 days.
Yeah.
before
Why
the
weren't
show
you
With
was
the
over.
full
sleeping?
collection.
Because we were like, there was so much work to be done, and there was like such a yeah.
I would never do
'Cause
that.
you don't
Just so
see-
you know, I never. Yeah.
But you just have such adrenaline, and you're like powering through. And then when you like stood in Milan airport and your flight's delayed and the one got cancelled and I had to go to another airport, and I was like, you're carrying this like massive collection. I was just like, I fucking got killed me
So
now.
you
like, this is
carry the
Yeah.
suitcases.
Yeah, but anyway, back to the glamorous side. What's the moment where it's like, okay, this is all the stress is worth it.
Golden shining.
Running this one-man band on your own.
Yeah, I mean the Vogue, the Vogue features. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
have been really special. For spring summer, I had a proper interview, like Zoom call,
Oh.
and that was really special. I was like really hungover. Like
Yeah.
it was the day after the show,
Yeah.
and I'd been like, I was staying at my friend's house, sleeping on his sofa,
Yeah.
and like I got this email at 7 p.m. being like,
Can
you do a Zoom call at 8? And I was like, yeah, obviously,
Yeah.
it's Vogue.
Yeah.
You can have what you want from me.
Yeah, but I was like, oh my God, so nervous. But it was amazing. And the woman who interviewed me was like the kindest and
Yeah.
made me feel really at ease. Yeah, she was amazing. That felt really special. When it came out, tears of joy.
Such a pinch me moment.
And then the two recent ones have been like
Little
Alex Kessler. The one with Alex was lovely, but it wasn't an interview. It was just a little
feature.
But
Yeah.
it was really cool being seen like alongside brands that are much more established than Rabbit.
Yeah.
Or like maybe I'm just a bit, what's it called when you can't see what you've achieved?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I
think
imposter
it's
syndrome,
that-
like-
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I,
not
like-
so much that, but
I don't know. Maybe just like
just not fully like
I've
seeing the
achieved
bigger
a
picture,
lot.
like where you are and
Yeah.
how far you've come.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I had another one in Vogue Czechoslovakia, which was basically a rerun of Alex Kessler's piece, but because they like emailed me directly, and you're always gonna get through to basically straight to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I replied like, oh my God, thank you so much. I'd love to be featured in Vogue Czechoslovakia, and I actually really love. Oh no, Czech Republic now. I was like, I'm so inspired by like Jan Svankmajer, who's like a really alternative like Czech film director
Yeah.
or artist, and
Yeah.
I came across his stuff when I was at uni,
Mm.
and like one of his films, Alice, really inspired me. So I was like,
Oh.
saying, and there's another Czech film which I love, is Daisies. So
Yeah.
I was like telling
Yeah.
them about, I love Czech
Yeah,
art,
yeah,
it's so
yeah.
good. So they included like a nice little bit about like straight
Oh.
from the designer's mouth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice.
Connects
That's
to the
so
culture.
nice. Love
Yeah,
that.
so it was really
Oh,
special.
Nice.
I was almost more. I mean, I was happy about both of them.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I liked that one because I love being interviewed. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was nice that I was able to say something to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's cool from like an international angle, like having
Yeah.
be seen like in a
That's
different
so
country.
true. I don't know.
Oh, well, it's been so nice,
Yeah,
like,
thank
Yeah.
and it's so nice to like
Lovely to
talk
see you
about
guys
like
again.
Definitely.
how far you've come and just like
Definitely.
reminisce. You know, we're so old now.
I know. So if
Oh,
people
I
want to
feel so
follow
young.
you,
Yeah.
what are
Tell the
your
people where to
what are
go.
your
Okay.
tags?
Which camera do I look in?
Look into
And
on.
yeah.
You get the
Yeah.
So my fashion brand's Rabbit, and you can find me at rabbits.baby.2. Or for my personal account, which I'd rather you didn't. I guess
You don't have to.
Yeah.
You don't have to put it out there.
Rabbit.baby too.
Rabbit.baby soon.
Yeah. Amazing.
So if people want to find Rabbit, at the moment it's I've got 2 stockists in Japan. It's Beams and Sheep, which are both in Tokyo.
Cute.
I
That's
think
so cool.
I had a meeting with Beams and they've sold everything except
Shit.
2 pieces.
That's so
Gorgeous.
good.
It was only there for like a few months and it was like, woo.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So if you're in
Perfect.
Japan, I think you're going to
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah. Nice.
And then got some stuff in Bali in this shop called Escalier,
Oh
which
shit.
is really nice. I wish I could visit.
Yeah.
I was like emailing them like,
Yeah. Well, sponsor trip.
yes,
Yeah.
what's a trip?
Congrats.
Maybe I will.
Nice.
Good.
Some cool places.
And then you've got your website as well.
Website.
Yeah. Find you on the website. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much. It was
Yeah,
lovely
thank
to
you
see
so much for coming.
And I'm
I've
so
really
excited to see
enjoyed
what you do next,
Yeah,
especially with this
same.
music
We'll
stuff.
have to have you
Yeah,
back in
and the
for
new
Yeah.
collection.
gossip.
It'll be
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. We'll have to have you back on.
Gorgeous. Yeah,
That
definitely.
would be lovely.
Definitely.
Well, thanks for joining us for
Yeah.
an episode.
This is Everyone Wants to Be Us.
Robin and Darcie and our
Can't wait
beautiful
to see you
guests.
next time.
Miss Sophie
Yeah.
Spratley of Rabbit. Peace out. Bye.